deciphered document. It mentions the person who hired me, Farrul Lupus. Could he really be Emperor Leovic's steward? I guess it's possible. Anyway, I'm supposed to bring this book I recovered to him. Well, to his contact in Riften, anyway. Farrul Lupus sent me to retrieve the book from Blackdrake Villa, one of the Longhouse Emperor's hidden retreats. I found it and a journal, the one that led me to Nasalis. It's a strange old tome. I can't read any of the words, if they are words. It's written in a language I've never seen before. Looking at the pages makes my eyes hurt, and just carrying it around, it's kind of uncomfortable. Will you come with me to Riften? I want to deliver the book and be done with this business. I never actually met with Farrul Lupus directly. Everything was done through an intermediary, a mage named Renna. We can find her at the Mages Guild Hall in Riften. My brother has a cart we can use to make the journey, or I can just meet you there. Before we found the document my brother deciphered for us, I assumed he was a scholar or a book collector or something. I had no idea he was the steward of the last Longhouse Emperor. We never met, just exchanged letters until he sent me to Renna. Renna's some kind of mage. She gave me the final instructions for my mission to the villa and handed over the gold. Well, the first payment. I'm promised more when I deliver the book. Don't worry, I'll make sure you get a fair share of the reward. Neither Farrul's letters nor my discussion with Renna provided much information. They told me where to look and gave me a map. It had a description of the book written in the corner. I've been carrying it around for a while now. It's difficult. It's hard to describe. It's like carrying a weight, but not like a heavy pack or anything. More like a burden, a constant worry that never subsides. I've also had dreams lately. Bad ones. But I don't want to talk about them. Not yet. Those feelings weren't there at the beginning. Plus, I found that journal. I took it to my brother to decipher. By then, I realized the Longhouse Emperors were hiding something. I wanted to know more. So, I went to Nasalis, met you, and here we are. Yeah, I thought of that. He took one look at the thing and handed it right back to me. Said it wasn't any language he ever saw and wanted nothing to do with it. Some brother, right? Didn't I? I guess the subject just never came up. Besides, we were pretty busy most of the time back in Orsinium. There weren't too many opportunities to tell you about my extended family. Hey, you brought it up. And I have a perfectly fine amount of brothers and sisters. About the usual for a clan of wood elves from the deep forest. There's 12 of us in the family, but I'm the youngest. Hey friend, over here! You made it! I'm glad you're here. I wasn't looking forward to facing Renna alone. Not after what we found out. Yeah, I spotted her in the main hall. Look, I've been thinking. Since Farrul Lupus and Renna weren't totally honest with me, I might as well use an intermediary of my own. Plus, something's not right about all this. Will you talk to Renna for me? I'm not sure, but I want to keep watch. I've had the feeling that someone's been following me since I arrived in Riften. I might be acting like a cracked acorn, but better safe than sorry, right?
Yes? Is there something I can help you with? Eveli? She found Farrul's book? Oh, that's wonderful news. But why is Eveli standing way over there? And why are you talking to me instead of her? What's this all about, stranger?
Nonsense. Magic underlies and defines nature.
Not completely honest. Just what are you implying? Is Eveli attempting to change the terms of our deal? Farrul offered a fair price for what he asked her to do.
Your mind works in a
Quiet! If certain ears heard those words, our lives wouldn't be worth a hawker's blister. I suppose it's time for Eveli to meet Farrul. We have a house here in Riften, around the corner from the bank. Just knock 2 times or he won't respond.
This is sounding more and more like an investigative Vale novel all the time. Let's find Renna's house. I want to finally meet Farrul Lupus in person, so he can tell me everything he knows about the Emperor's secret. That doesn't sound good. Hurry, let's get inside.
Farrul? No, 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 no!
Oh, Renna. I'm so sorry.
Oh, Farrul! I told him to forget about the past, but did he listen? No! You know about that? Maybe. Probably. Farrul never told me a lot about his time serving the Emperor, but I knew it was on his mind recently. That's why he hired Eveli. He said he wanted to make things right. A sheet of... Oh, gods. That's a sign of the Dark Brotherhood. They assassinated my poor Farrul, and all because of something that should have stayed buried with the damn Longhouse Emperors. Then I guess you've reached a dead end. Farrul never told me much, just that he needed the book he sent Eveli to find. That he had to correct a terrible mistake. He also mentioned that Leovic told him things, but he never got into specifics. I don't care about the book. I want nothing to do with it. If the Dark Brotherhood thinks I know anything, they'll come after me. And you as well. You should forget about Farrul and Leovic and that book. Forget about them and go far, far away. You know, things. State secrets, I suppose. Hidden dreams, wild desires. Farrul helped raise the Emperor. They were close. Or as close as the most powerful man in the world and his steward can be. Once, Farrul mentioned another secret. Ambitions. No, I don't recall any mention of that. Farrul didn't say much. Just referred to something as the secret of the Longhouse Emperors. I got the feeling it had something to do with Daedra worship, and some sort of weapons. That's all I know.
Come on, let's talk outside. I'll meet you out back under the dock. What do you think? Did the Dark Brotherhood really assassinate Farrul Lupus? Is this book he sent me to retrieve really that important? I'm not sure what we should do next, so if you have any ideas, I can't wait to hear them. That about sums it up. Plus the dreams I've been having. Ever since I found that book, I've been having the most strange and disturbing dreams. Nothing specific. I'm always someplace. A forest, a town. Then the ground starts to shake or fire erupts all around me. Once the place was flooded by a deluge of water. And there are always 4 animals watching from a nearby hill. A huge boar, a fox, and a pair of identical rams. Weird, huh? You know, I'm attributing the dreams to the book, but it could be something I ate. My diet has been all over the place these past few weeks. Oh, great. The scary Daedra lady is back.
Flattery and cuteness will get you nowhere, elf. Come, little mortal. I have information. Say thank you, little mortal. I have read the ensorcelled scroll, and I know where we need to go next on our quest to learn Leovic's secret. Unless, that is, you and the elf discovered something in the coded documents. The assassins who follow Mephala? Or are they the ones who serve the Void? No matter. My information actually concerns the secret we seek to uncover. According to the ensorcelled scroll, there is another cache annex beneath the Imperial City. Yes, hidden in the Imperial sewers. I will open a portal that will get you close to the annex, but you will need to deal with the wards. For all their reverence of the Daedra, these Longhouse Emperors certainly went out of their way to keep us out. Oh, not me, little mortal. I have no intention of slogging through the muck and the sludge, when you are more than capable of handling that. I shall catch up to you after you have dealt with the wards. Go on now, and take the wood elf with you.
Another portal? Don't Daedra have flying horses or something?
The portal is over there, little mortal. You do realize how much energy it requires to keep such a passage open, don't you? No, of course you don't. But rest assured, it will take you to a spot close to the warded annex. Now go.
Did I hear that correctly? Sewers? Do you know what's in sewers? Sewage! It's disgusting! All right. Let's just get going before I change my mind. So these are the Imperial sewers. Fancy. wards down. The cultists must be inside. Go slow. Let's not alert the cultists until absolutely necessary. Look! A cache! And it's still warded!
These treasures belong to the Order of the Waking Flame.
The Longhouse Emperors really did it. They made a deal with Mehrunes Dagon.
Another sacrifice for Lord Dagon!
Emperor Leovic wrote that, but it's not in code. If those counselors know the secret, their lives are in danger. The cult's trying to contact Mehrunes Dagon. Let's find that shrine.
Mehrunes Dagon, show me where to find your 4 ambitions.
Step through the portal and prove your worth to the Lord of Fire and Flood.
You walk upon the
That
sacred
cracked
sand.
acorn is stepping into oblivion?
You honor me, Lord Dagon.
Don't believe it. Is this really oblivion? This is really a Daedric plane? I've never been to Oblivion before. The spinners told stories about Mehrunes Dagon, called his realm the Deadlands. I guess that's where we are. Let's find the cultist before he does something terrible. Why do you think he named this place the Deadlands? Looks more like the really hot... What do you think of these acorns?
I gave the mortals everything they requested, and yet we come to this.
Your acolyte, the leader of our order. He sent me to find the four ambitions. Of the waking flame sent me to finish what the Black Drake started.
I have invested a significant amount of effort in the four ambitions. The ambitions have been misplaced, and the bargain struck remains unfulfilled.
Then command me, Lord Dagon. I shall do whatever you ask.
You want my ambitions? Then prove your worth and destroy the intruders.
Then face me directly, unbelievers!
wasting expensive arrows on the likes of you.
Bested my follower, mortals. So I shall permit you to leave my realm with your lives. Step through the portal and be gone.
That's it? No talking, no explanations? Just go home, little mortals? Fine. Come on, let's get out of here.
A portal from oblivion? And you, little mortal, emerging with hardly a scratch? Come, tell me everything. You never cease to intrigue me, little mortal. Is that the distinct scent of Mehrunes Dagon and the Deadlands that lingers about you like a cloud of flesh flies? Never mind about that. Tell me what you learned and how you ended up in Dagon's realm. Yes. The Order of the Waking Flame has been particularly persistent in trying to run down this secret for themselves. Speaking of which, did you learn any more about Leovic's secret? Interesting. I recall something about that. The mortal who went on to become the first of the Longhouse Emperors attempted to make deals with a number of the Daedric princes. My own lord included. Any indication about the terms of this bargain? Well, little mortal, your course is clear. We have barely plumbed the depths of this mystery. You must find the people on this list and discover the truth of the four ambitions. Meanwhile, I have other avenues to explore.
Now that the scary Daedra lady is gone, let's talk. That was kind of exciting. I've never been to any part of Oblivion before. A lot of it felt familiar, though, like places I've seen in my dreams lately. Anyway, thanks to everything we learned, I know exactly what needs to happen next. We need to find the people on that list. Warn them about the Dark Brotherhood. See what they can tell us about the ambitions. And what I should do with this book. Hey, thanks, by the way. I never got the rest of my pay, but I can spare this for now. I'll start the search in Leovic. That's where Chief Counselor Leovic was, last I heard. I think he's helping to govern the city or something. Once I get the lay of the land, I'll send word to you. You know, in case you still want to help and all. I think so. This all started when Farrul Lupus sent me to find this book, and that put me on the trail of Emperor Leovic's secret. Now we know that the secret concerns a deal made with Mehrunes Dagon and something called the Four Ambitions. Well, we know the Dark Brotherhood murdered Farrul Lupus, who turned out to be the Emperor's steward, and we know that the Waking Flame are Dagonists seeking the Ambitions. In Leovic's notes, the Ambitions were described as some sort of weapons. Yeah, not sure how I feel about the scary Daedra lady, but her ominous warning makes my leaves shudder. If Mehrunes Dagon has his sights set on Tamriel, we're in for all sorts of disasters. Whatever the Longhouse Emperor has promised, it can't be good. Right. I'm not an expert on Imperial politics, but I recognize Leviticus's name. He was on the Elder Council before the Empire fell. I remember listening to a herald in Eldenroot. They brought news that Leviticus was alive and serving in Leovic. Not a lot, really. I've never been up in that area. As far as I know, it's an Imperial city on the Topal Bay. So far, it's been able to keep the Three Banners Wall mostly away from its borders. Or so the heralds have reported. I don't know. I usually just make things up along the way. I suppose I'll offer my assistance and see what happens. Once I make some contacts, I'll send word. If you're still interested in solving this mystery, you can meet me then.
I keep up with events in Cyrodiil, a habit. I keep up with events in Cyrodiil, a habit from my days serving as a scribe in the court of the Longhouse Emperors. I can give Eveli a letter of introduction, make it easier for her to approach Councillor Leviticus and the others.
I'll start the search in Leovic. That's where...